welcome back to this channel. I hope you all are well and safe. My name is Jenny, and if you would like, please like and subscribe to this channel so that you'll always be notified when we upload something. So we're starting a new series today called Helping Friends. This series is based on social distancing. We're so used to seeing our friends all the time that during lockdown we might have let our friendship duties slide. So what we mean is, like, are we catching up with our friends? Are we helping each other out when we can, or when we need to? So that is where this idea came from. Myself and the youth leaders just wanted to inspire you guys to check on your friends. We don't expect you to solve any of their problems. We don't expect you to take on too much. All we want you to be is available and be a friend. So each of us has taken on an issue or problem of one of our fellow youth leaders. And we are going to dive in and try and see what it's all about. Hopefully we will develop a sense of empathy or understanding for each other, and also give you guys some skills and understanding to the topics too. So today's topic is procrastination. Procrastination means the action of delaying or postponing something. There are different types of procrastination. There are 4 that we're going to be talking about today, at least. So the first one is the novelty seeker. They typically say something along the lines of, I just had the best idea ever. So these people take on new projects, then they get bored of them, and then they take on more projects, and they never actually complete a project. They are really great at decision making and taking action, but not so great at consistency. The second one is the overbooker. They tend to say something like, I'm just so busy, just so busy. They are great at organizing calendars, keeping diaries, all sorts of stuff like that, but they get incredibly overwhelmed by everything that they've taken on. Generally, they've taken on more than they can handle. Maybe because they can't say no. No judgment here, yo. Okay, so the phrase I'm so busy becomes an excuse, and it's a signal for avoidance. Rather than facing the problem head on, they will then put blame on other tasks that are more important. The third one is the self-deprecator. I'm just so lazy right now, I just can't. However, these people are the opposite of lazy. When they don't complete a task, they feel extreme guilt, and they become incredibly hard on themselves. Generally, they blame the laziness, but in actual fact, they're tired. And the last one is the performer. They typically say something like, I work really well under pressure, no stress. So by doing this, putting it at the 11th hour, they are shrinking their time, so they're forcing focus in a short amount of time. The reason behind this is because they're actually a perfectionist. Now it sounds weird, but let me explain. If you don't have enough time to complete a task to the best of your ability, then you can blame the fact that you didn't have enough time at the result of your task not being or not matching your expectations or living up to your standards, which are normally a little bit unrealistic. So in all 4 of these types of procrastination, there is something in common. And no, it is not laziness. Procrastination is not laziness. You can tell your parents from me, it is not. What it actually is, the trigger, or the procrastination, has an element of stress. Maybe this is caused by a lack of self-worth, anxiety, fear of failing, perfectionism, energy levels, or lack of focus. So let's give you an example. I'm not good at maths. Like, no matter how much I try, I just don't get better. Lack of self-worth. I'm going to fail. I just know it. Fear of failing. If I fail, this is going to lead to negative consequences. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get like grounded, or maybe fail the year, or maybe just fail everything. Anxiety for the future. If I don't do it, or if I do it later when I'm rested, I'll be more awake and I'll give it more I'll give it more. Energy levels. Also, I can blame my low mark, on the fact that I didn't have enough time to give it my all. Perfectionism. Have you heard someone say, yeah, I didn't have enough time and I only got this mark, but imagine if I had more time, I would have got such a better mark. I know so many people, but I will not say names. Okay, so how do we deal with this? First, we need to figure out our trigger. What's really going on? When you figure it out, don't be so hard on yourself. Take time to deal with this trigger. Maybe you could try talking to a trusted person, so a friend, or parents, or maybe a teacher if you have one that's available. Then you need to acknowledge your trigger and then plan around it. So if you are a perfectionist, give yourself a lot of time, but then plan short times for certain goals. Okay, so short amount of time, break, short amount of time, break. In saying that, you need to give yourselves breaks. This is so important. Please don't go studying for hours on end and then have your test. You're not doing yourself any favors. It's proven you need breaks. Take your breaks and eat snacks. Okay. Reward yourself when the task is complete. Okay, so this might mean like a treat meal, or maybe a shopping spree, or maybe playing GTA. I don't know, whatever makes you happy, do that. And then while you are doing all your things, think positive thoughts. So we need to start replacing those words that we say to ourselves that create the procrastination. We need to change those completely. So generally you'll be like, oh, I'm so lazy. No, actually, I'm quite tired. Maybe a short nap will help. That's not procrastination. That's giving yourself time to recharge. Maybe instead of saying, oh, I'm just so bad at maths, I'm just gonna fail. Say something like, if I keep trying, I'll get better. All I've got to do is try my best. You deserve to be the best version of yourself. Truth. So I'm going to leave you with two Bible verses. The first one comes from Galatians 6 verse 9. Let us not become weary for doing good, for at the proper time we will reap the harvest if we do not give up. And the second one comes from Hebrews 12 verse 11. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. However, later on it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. May you all be blessed and go and serve the Lord. Hallelujah!